Alright, guys. This is just going to be a quick video about an anime that I just watched. And this is completely scriptless because I was just like, I watched this anime and I was like, oh my gosh. You know, I expected it to be good, but I didn't expect it to be this good. So the anime that I'm talking about is The Rising of the Shield Hero. Now, what I didn't know was that the official episode was to come out today. So I was just, browsing anime, and I was like, I just finished Real Life, like 2 days ago. Such a good anime, by the way. Real Life is amazing. Off topic anyways. But yeah, so I was just browsing anime, and I was like, oh hey, The Rising of the Shield Hero came out today. And I had heard about it, so I was like, all right, yeah, I'm gonna give this thing a try. The first episode, by the way, is like 45 minutes long. It is, and it needed 45 minutes to get me hooked. Because I feel like if it was only like a 20-minute episode, you wouldn't really get the whole feel. Because the way that it works is like the first half is like build up for the second half, and if it was split into 2 episodes, it just wouldn't have the same impact. But damn, this first episode was good. Like, I don't even know how to describe it. I feel like it's an Isekai fantasy-esque kind of thing that I'm getting from it. Obviously, it's an Isekai, but it's not like your typical harem. At least I'm not getting the harem vibe from it, or like harem ecchi like comedy kind of thing, like In Another World with Smartphone, or what's another one off the top of my head? Or freaking Master of Ragnarok, or like Death March, or something like that. Like, it's not any of those like really shitty isekai that like your super generic MC. I feel like it's leaning more towards the kind of Goblin Slayer-esque, more serious type of isekai genre, like Goblin Slayer. Well, Goblin Slayer's not an isekai, but sort of that dark fantasy genre, or kind of an Overlord vibe, with like a more cynical main protagonist, and I feel like I relate more to this protagonist than I do with the generic self-insert, rom-com-esque isekai that we've been getting for the past couple of years. I think that this anime is going to be completely amazing. I have high hopes for it, and I'm pretty sure after this anime is done, I'll probably pick up the light novel, because I think that I'd highly enjoy it. I heard that the web novel finished like a while ago, and the light novel and manga are still ongoing, but not too sure. I haven't looked into it yet. I literally like just watched the episode and was like, I gotta make a video on this before like I go insane, because none of my friends are weebs, and I'm the only one that really cares about this stuff, and I just gotta like get this out there. So the story starts like any other, standard isekai. You got your shut-in otaku NEET. Well, he's not really shut-in, but he kind of explains that himself. He's not like a shut-in, but he's a college NEET, like otaku, that whole MC vibe that you're getting from him. He reads a book, and when he's reading this book talking about these 4 heroes, he flips to the page of the shield hero, and that's when he gets teleported, because it's like empty. And I think that's a nice little detail that like the story's not written yet, because he's getting there, because he is the shield hero. And I really liked that scene, how it was animated, and I like the pretense that they got there. But on like a different note, I think that we see a lot of otaku like MCs, and that's part of like the wish fulfillment in the isekai genre. I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing, because like we see that in Overlord, we see that in obviously Rising of the Shield Hero. We've seen that in most isekais, where they're kind of social outcasts, and then they get brought into this new world and they have this new chance at life. And whenever he gets into this world, that's what like immediate what he's thinking is like his adventure is about to begin. And then like he goes through this episode just like with this companion that he doesn't know is going to betray him in the end and like leave him for nothing. And when it does happen, like 20 minutes of building up to the girl like betraying him, and when it does, the man just goes insane. I think it's on the level of he is just abandoning all hope that anyone is gonna like even have faith in him, and he has to do this all on his own. And I feel like I really relate to this. Not really relate, but like I empathize with the shield hero, because losing someone that you thought you could trust is like the hardest thing to go through. And you never, like, after you do that, you always have a hard time trusting new people, and that really shows in like the later on in the episode, like the very end, whenever he's going through a slave and the guy tells him that the slaves cannot disobey him. I feel like that's kind of a desperate grasp at wanting someone that you know you can trust 100% because they can't disobey you. And I think that this, obviously the female character that he saw at the end is going to be one of the female main protagonists. But I think it's going to have a different dynamic, because she is, according to what I know, because I've only seen the first episode, she is going to be his slave, like technically, and he is going to probably go the nice guy route, where like obviously he's not somebody who's going to like abuse her or something like that, or take advantage of her just because, you know, she has to do what he says. And I think that that's gonna really strengthen the bond that he has with this person, because obviously they're the main cast, and I think that the nice guy like trope is not really like, I don't think it's really that bad in this case, because it's obviously he is obviously a nice guy, and I feel bad for him that people just like abused him and abused his trust. And I think that's going to be some nice development whenever we get the next episode and we see the development between this female character and our main protagonist. Any other things? The leveling system for a shield hero, obviously it's akin to like an RPG tank, and I think that they really went off. They went to the very far edges of a tank, which he basically can't do any damage, which obviously is a very nerfed class. Like, that's not even remotely balanced. Like, if you had a DPS in every freaking game, like the meta of the RPG or the MMORPG or whatever you're playing would just be completely skewed. And if you've ever played an RPG or an MMORPG, you know how valuable the tank class is. Because, like, without a tank, who's going to take your damage? Like, DPS heroes aren't going to do it. And I think that that's something that the people in this world are going to find out eventually, whenever he does get more powerful, that the other 3 members of the hero class or whatever are going to have to start relying on him to be the tank and to, like, protect everyone else, because they're going to realize they don't have that high of a defense. So maybe that'll be a plot point, not really sure. Other than that, I think us getting cynical main protagonists and isekais is going to start showing a trend more often. In upcoming isekais, obviously we're still going to have, you know, the trash MC, harem, ecchi, like wish fulfillment isekais that we've always had, but I really hope that getting these isekais like Overlord and getting these dark fantasy genres like Goblin Slayer, and even not in dark isekais like Slime-kun, is gonna really bump up the quality of isekai that we're gonna, because I feel like the isekai genre can be really good because of the unique little traits that you can put on it, or like the depth of the world that you can get into, because it is a fantasy world in the end, and you can do whatever you want with it. So yeah, those are just my thoughts on it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, do that whole YouTube thing. And you guys will be getting a video next Tuesday. I'm starting regular uploading next Tuesday. I've been floundering for a little bit of a week. I've had family things going on. You guys know it. But I will start regularly uploading next Tuesday. We'll have anime videos every Tuesday, and hopefully maybe like a game video on Thursdays. Just depends on what I'm feeling. And if I want to analyze another anime, I might have another uncut kind of little video that I'll do over another anime if I find it interesting. But other than that, I hope you guys had a good day, and I'll see you guys next time.